Comic fam, you need to go to your comic shop. You need to pick up a new comic book. We read it today. It's outstanding. I'm not surprised. It's by one of the best writers of our generation, James Tynion IV. Ryan, what did you bring here and make us both read? I didn't need any encouragement to read this. I actually made an exclusive for it. Shout out Carnivore Comics for teaming up on that, because anything Jimmy T does, I'm all in.
Same. Yeah, this is my favorite writer in comics right now. This is w0rldtr33. It just dropped today as we're recording this. A couple of weeks ago, if you don't count the misprint that happened. This was originally printed with a much darker cover. They had to go back to press and fix it. But I read this when I got my pull list last night from Mill Geek Comics, and I decided we needed to talk about it today. I made the executive decision to bring this book to the table. We weren't planning on doing this segment, but I thought we needed to. I think this is that good of a book.
All right, so Jeff, this was your first read of the issue. James Tynion, known for his work on Batman, but also a lot of horror narratives, whether it's Something Is Killing the Children, Nice House on the Lake, Memetic,
Department of Truth.
What did you think of w0rldtr33?
First off, the very first page has a very compelling quote. I can't remember off of it. Can you read to me what it says, Ryan, really fast? Because I found this so interesting and something I could feel that I could regurgitate.
Open it, Ryan. I want to hear it. Oh, yes.
There we go.
Well done.
That's a good sound, dude.
I was trying to wait and not interrupt you, but that's
you have
fine.
to open it, and the comic fam can understand that there's going to be tape pulling in our videos. Not on the comics, though.
The quote says, "Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live." Harlan Ellison from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
I love that line. How much I hate you since, the day I started to live? I mean, that's just such a burn and a half. And I read that, I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty
This is going to be a fun, uplifting, happy book.
What did James Tynion say, though? He says it's like one of his, if not the most brutal book that he's written.
Yeah, he self-referred to his own book as being very brutal, and I definitely agree. Something about like Something Is Killing the Children feels kind of like, I don't want to say fun, but it's kind of safe and like lighthearted in a sense, you know? There's something to it. Like I don't feel like I'm gonna be hurt by reading this. I don't feel like it's gonna mess up my day or like really sit in my skull like this book did.
Dude, you went and brought Something Is Killing the Children hardcover to a freaking damn playground for you to read on the bench.
I read at the
That's
park.
how much fun it is. You're like, I want to go to the park. It's a sunny day. I want to go enjoy my comic books. Probably wrong book to read. But
that was unfortunate. Yeah, I didn't plan it that way.
So it's a super nice day outside, and my Saturday is free, so I decided to take a comic book to the park. Lots of kids, playground stuff, but I think I picked the wrong comic.
Initial reactions, Jeff.
Okay, initial reactions is it's in the beginning it takes a minute, but just like any book, to get caught up into what's happening. But by the end of it, that I like, despite the fact that it's tech related, it's violent, the art's interesting and good, the story is well paced, is that by the end of it, I wanted to read the next issue.
Art by Fernando Blanco, by the way. Really cool art in here. It's very expressive, cartoony, but also clear and good.
So is the reason why you were so excited to bring this for the big surprise that this was to me? Did James Tynion IV write a freaking slasher?
I think so. We've been talking about our comic CRASHDOWN a lot and writing horror comics and how fun it is, at least on the back end, and what other sort of genres in horror subgenres we might want to dabble with moving forward. And the word slasher horror has come up, I'd say, more than any other subgenre after sci-fi horror that CRASHDOWN is. And yeah, after reading this, I'm definitely like, it's got my brain like firing and cooking in a completely different way and wanting to think about certain other kind of stories we could try and write in the genre.
You kind of equate that to a slasher story right there?
Well, there's this character on the front, and we're not gonna like do any spoilers.
Do not want to. I went into this book cold, and
you have
I think
to go into
that
it
helps.
Cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, absolutely. What this has been previewed as, like for the info that I know about the book, when I did the exclusive and I did my research and I read about like the synopsis, I did not pick up on what this book actually was going to be about. Rather, there's loosely technology horror based for sure. I mean, it's called w0rldtr33, and it's like spazzing out text, computer.
The E's are threes.
Yeah, exactly. Code and stuff. And I was getting some memetic vibes, which is why I was so excited about this to begin with. But But yeah, no, we have like an antagonist in here that is brutal, and James Tynion was right.
Yeah, I didn't read Mimetic. If I had to relate it to a movie of any kind, I thought it was more like a horror Matrix, basically, concept to it. By the end of it, I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of fun, a little edgier, a little more violent. Yeah, I dig that.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be my favorite book of this week, and you should be able to find it at your LCS. It just dropped this week, and I definitely recommend it. It's certainly my jam if you're into horror and if you have a strong stomach, because this is a little graphic. There's a lot of murder that happens in this issue, a shocking amount of murder.
Okay, so real talk, Ryan. We've talked about this thing with reading comics, particularly with your taste. How much of this book do you enjoy because of the Jimmy T goodness, the reveals, the scariness, the horror, the grotesque, and how much of it is because it's got nudity?
There's a little bit of nudity in here.
There's more than a little bit of nudity in here.
A little bit of casual nudity.
There's pubic hair.
She's naked on the cover
in this book.
I believe.
Yeah,
pretty sure she's sitting there naked on the cover.
Is that the real reason why you really enjoy this book?
Spoilers, yeah, that's the real reason.
Comic fam, you got to read World Tree. You got to read everything James Tynion IV is putting out. He's fantastic. Oh, we're in Vegas. Quick shot in Vegas at Scott's Collectibles, and you know who Scott's Collectibles reps. Oh, we got Jimmy T. I wonder if I can ask him some questions about World Tree. He's got a huge line. Oh my goodness. Wow. We got some love for the horror master. You know what? Shameless plug. Bjorn Beren's 500 printed. Shout out Carnivore Comics. First on deck for the signing is my exclusive. It's not even my book right here. It's just my exclusive. But I got to show it off. James, World Tree. You said it was the most brutal comic you've ever written. I'm hoping you can talk about it.
Absolutely. No, I mean, like, this is a story. This is an idea that's been in my head for years. I wanted to dig right into the heart of what scares me about what the internet's doing to our culture and to us as people. And I wanted to do that in the most brutal way possible. And, with the help of Fernando Blanco and Jordi Belair, I think we pulled it off.
Bravo, sir.
Thank you.
Looking great, by the way. Dude's killing it at the gym. I'm watching Boss Logic kill it at the gym with his team. It's really cool to see members of the comic fam, creatives, go into the gym. It's motivating me to go to the gym. So shout out to both of them.
Motivating me to sign up for a gym. Going to it, I haven't done that yet, but I'm signing up for a gym. I've been telling myself for a week, so I'm doing it.
Hit the like, slap the subscribe button. Podcast 71 has been completed, and the Bags and Boards show is back. Hit up your LCS, ask him about CRASHDOWN, and as always,
I'll give it to Jeff. I say it all the time.
Geek responsibly.
Nuff.
Said. The Bags and Boards podcast is back. I am Jack DeMeo, a.k.a. Mr. Bolo, and make sure you get CRASHDOWN on July 5th.